Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we are going to take a look at some more plastic Aeldari, and this time it's the Dark Reapers. The march of updated Eldar models continues on. This time up we've got the Dark Reapers, and I have to admit, this one is, I think, almost a bit of a tricky one to follow on from the existing ones, because the existing ones still look pretty decent, but their time has come, and I have to admit, I think these look okay. I've kind of cheated a little bit this time around, because I saw a picture of these on Twitter before I clicked the article, and there's one aspect of these Aspect Warriors that is just not quite doing it for me, and you can probably, I would imagine most of you will already be able to guess what this is, right? It's the helmet. But it's not the helmet. It is and it isn't the helmet. You see, the helmet is fine. The helmet is pretty faithful to what is in the old ones. I mean, it's pretty much the same design. Admittedly, the rangefinder chunks on the side of the head, those are better on these by quite a lot. And these don't look bad. It would be unfair to say that they do. That's a little icon. Kane? I think it's probably Kane. And, it's the mouth. I think it's the mouth. It's got to be the mouth. I feel like the mouth is too small and the eyes are too small. I think that's what it is. But there's something about it that looks... The scale doesn't look quite right. And I think it's because with these ones, they are quite, chunky. They're quite chunky, the mouths. I don't know whether it's because of a limitation of how they were sculpted when they were first sculpted, or whether it was a stylistic choice at the time, but the mouths are quite wide. They are quite, dug into the material. They look very pronounced, and they kind of almost go across the entire length of the front of the face. And I'm gesturing at my own face as I do this, even though we're looking at these, which is a total waste of everybody's time, but there you go. And I think that's what it is. I'm so used to seeing the mouths on these, which still have that almost kind of cartoony skull sort of look, but because it's stretched out, because it's quite deep and quite thick, it looks more threatening than this does. I think because, in a way, this almost looks like it's been negatively affected by how much easier it is to sculpt small detail, because these have little small mouths. They've got little tiny mouths, a little tiny nose, and the eyes aren't connected in the middle because they can sculpt them like this now, and I don't think it was possible to sculpt them like this when they did these ones. I mean, you can see there's a heavy brow on these that are the eyes almost meet in the centre, but not quite, kind of. The mouth is just that much deeper. Even the nose hole is quite deep, it looks like. Whether that's just a trick of painting, though, I don't think it is. These don't have that. These are super sharp. They are super clean. And while that works super well on the armour, and I mean, let's face it, the armour looks dead good. The armour on these looks absolutely amazing. It looks so nice. It really does. It's properly crisp, and bits that are supposed to be even are even, which is nice. It flows really nicely. You know, overall, the redesign on the armour is absolutely solid, and I've got nothing bad to say about the armour at all. I think they've done a great job with it. They also have quite a nice, I don't know, they've got quite a nice, attitude to them. They look like they know they could wreck you, which I quite like. Overall, it's really, really solid, but the mouth, the eyes, and the nose feel too small for the head, and I think it's just because it's, not what we're used to. It's just not this. It's just not this. And I think because I'm used to seeing this. Also, I would have really liked to have seen the squad leader painted the same way. I would have liked to have seen that inversion on the colours on the helmet. Just because I feel like it would look decent. I mean, it's still the squad leader and he's still got that kind of differently shaped helmet, but I think also because the armour is black, you've got this kind of mass of black with, admittedly, on these at least, super clean edge highlights, which, I mean, I'm looking at these and I'm like, oh, these would be quite fun to paint, but not like that. Not like that. I can't edge highlight that clean. It would look like a toddler did it if I tried it. So, I'm looking at the black armour and it's got the clean highlights and everything, but it's black. You know, the weapons being a different colour is nice, but you're kind of drawn to the lighter areas. Your gaze is kind of dragged to those bone-coloured heads, and as soon as it hits it, it's there's just a discrepancy there for me. There's just that little discrepancy with the size of the features, and that is nitpicky. I'm more than, I'm more than willing to admit that is very, very nitpicky, and it's just because I'm so used to the other ones, I think. I mean, God knows they've been around for long enough to get used to them. You develop like a memory of what something looks like when it's been that consistent for that long and nothing's changed about it for years and years and years. It's kind of easy to just call that back to mind, which is probably where that kind of like dissonance lies for me. But the thing is, other than that, they're really nicely done. I mean, again, they've done pretty much what I think everyone wanted, which was they've taken the Dark Reapers, which are a decent looking kit, and they've upgraded them. They've just updated them. They've made them look cleaner and fresher, and they're sharper. The details are nicer. Everything is more consistent. Everything is more even. They still look exactly like Dark Reapers. They just look like new versions of Dark Reapers, which is exactly what is needed to do. That's the thing about all the aspect stuff for the Eldar, is that the base ideas for the models are great. They are great ideas, and they're great designs, and they, in terms of like the design of them, hold up super well. It's just the actual models that have fallen well behind everything else, as you'd expect. Like, as things get better, as their ability to sculpt gets better, and the technology they've got gets better, and the casting process gets better, stuff like the old Dark Reapers, it starts to look dated and aged precisely because everything else has got that much more improved. All they've done is just updated them, which is exactly what they should. But that one aspect just throws me off slightly. Just a little bit. Just a bit. I mean, to be honest, you could probably get round it, right? Just do a clean black line across the entirety of the face. So don't just do in where the mouth is sculpted. Follow it across so that it joins. I think that would improve that massively for me. Other than that, though, these are super solid. They are super solid. So the kit has got 4 warriors and Exarch, as well as a Dark Reaper shrine representation of the god Cain. Yes, guessed it right. It was a guess, I'll be honest. It was a total guess, but it's fine. The Exarch has a choice of heads and massive 4 weapon options. Nice. Including the classic Reaper launcher, a 3-tipped Tempest missile launcher. Solid. A missile launcher and a shuriken cannon. Okay, cool. Also, the alternative head there. I do like the alternative head. The hood. The hood is cool. That makes it look more Dark Eldar to me, with it being like pointed. Yeah, with the kind of the rangefinder fin things. It looks more like, I don't know, looks more evil, I guess. But I quite like it. That's cool. And for the first time, you'll also find unhelmeted options for each warrior for use in Aeldari armies. Ooh, they still retain the fins, so they're just as good at taking down their marks. That's cool. That's nice. Actual consideration being given to the Aeldari. Oh my god. What? They've remembered? They've remembered that faction exists? Surely not. That is quite a cool helmet, though. I like the grill. The grill's really cool. Actually, I think that might be... I'm going to buck the trend here for my own preferences. I think I like that the most. The bear head one, it's not really a bear head because he's got a big old face mask and his ears are covered, and it covers, actually I'd argue, probably about, 75% of the head, but still, there's a bit of skin showing, and that's not usually my thing. Get your mind out the gutter. Anyway, these are the new Dark Reapers. I actually think they look really good. There's just that one little nitpick, but it's fine because you could probably fix it pretty easily if you even wanted to. I would like to see this guy... I would like to see his helmet colours inverted. That'd be cool. So he matches the squad lead from the old squad. That'd be cool to see. I reckon that'll look pretty good. That'd be nice. Obviously, it made the little face harder to paint, but, worth a go, innit? Yeah, they look decent. Looking forward to see what they do next week, to be honest. I mean, clearly we're not... we're just getting started, surely. They're just unveiling stuff left, right and centre for the Eldar. It's quality. I do still have that list of leaks lying around, but I haven't looked at it for ages because I'm actually quite enjoying the fact that I've forgotten half of it. It's quite nice seeing stuff be revealed and you go, oh, that's nice. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Anyway, what do you reckon of this lot? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.